And we are live. What's up, everybody? I am Glenn, your host of the 6-Digit Club Microblading Success Stories webinar, and I have a special guest for you today. I have Kerry B.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
Kerry B is here all the way from London. She came to help us out with the course this weekend with Master Claire, and we've got an amazing webinar for you today. Would you like to know how Kerry B over here went from a job as a receptionist making $350 per week to her own business with a very successful microblading career, doing 27 to 30, is that right?
27 to 30 per month.
27 to 30 treatments per month at $350 per treatment. Would you like to know? Well, you came to the right webinar. Here we go. Are you curious if a career in microblading might change your life? Well, let me welcome you to 6-Digit Club Success Stories, where we feature interviews with our microblading students who are creating fulfilling careers and financial freedom they never had before. You'll learn how they started, how they achieved their success, and how you can follow in their footsteps. Join us, and let's find out if a career in microblading is for you. Okay, so what's up, everybody? I'm Glenn, your host, and today we're talking with Kerry B. Kerry, thank you so much for coming and participating in the webinar.
You're welcome. You're much welcome. Hello, everybody.
Hi. So everybody, this is Kerry B. She's a very successful microblading artist all the way from London. She comes and visits us every couple of months and participates in helping us teach the classes that we teach here. Yep. And I'm very excited to bring her story to you because she has an amazing story from here all the way to here, and it's incredible. And you're going to find out by the end of this webinar how she did it. So if you stay tuned and you stay till the end, that's my promise to you. You're going to know how she did it because I'm going to ask her for you guys. Couple of quick things. If you have any questions during this webinar, for those of you who are logged into the actual webinar, you can type your questions right into the chat. If you're watching this on social media, on either Facebook or YouTube, you can comment your questions. And if you're getting something good out of this, should they share it?
Yes, please share. Please share the word and please spread the word because it's very interesting and it's real.
This is real. Yeah, we're going to give you the authentic story here. And hopefully, if you get some good value out of it, give Kerry some love. Tag her, hook her up. And if you want to follow Kerry, I'm going to show you real quick here. Let's show them your Instagram, okay? So you can follow Kerry at Kerry. It's Kerry B Beauty on Instagram, okay? So Kerry B for beauty. Excuse me, that's going to trick everybody.
It will.
Kerry with 2 B's in a row. Kerry B as in boy, beauty. There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, can we just show them real quick for because there's going to be some people who are watching. They don't even know what microblading is.
Right.
Okay.
You're going to know now.
So let's show them super quick, and then we're going to go back in time and help everybody understand how you created this successful career for yourself.
Yeah.
So this here, what they're looking at is microblading. Can you describe this to them, what they're looking at, for those who don't even know what it is?
Right. So for those that don't know what this is a good example of microblading. As you can see here, my client, she hardly had any eyebrows, and this was due just to older age and loss of hair, which happens eventually to everybody. But she wanted obviously something natural to almost look like not an eyebrow tattoo, which microblading is. So it's literally a technique where it looks like hair strokes. And this is what the client came in asking for. She said, I want eyebrows that doesn't look like a big blot, that looks realistic and looks like it's hair stroke. And the most important thing was to her the color. She wanted the color to look quite natural and blend in with her hair. As you can see here, she's quite like a blonde, this client. And these photos were instant. So at the moment it looks quite dark, but they heal a lot lighter and softer in real life.
Do you have any microblading and shading?
Yes,
here
there probably is, right somewhere at the bottom.
So all of these that we're looking at, these are just microblading.
Yeah, these are just microblading.
Okay. So you can see here, this is how Kerry has created an amazing income for herself and a lifestyle for herself. Yeah. It's around this service. And so if you'd like to take action on doing something with this yourself, if you're excited about what we're going to talk about today and you'd like to do something, you'll find a link in our caption or somewhere around this video, which will lead you to a page where you can schedule a free 20-minute consultation with our very friendly staff. No pressure, no nothing. We just want to find out if a career in microblading is for you. Okay. But Kerry, so you have built this career for yourself. You do beautiful eyebrows.
Thank you.
Did you always do beautiful eyebrows?
No, hell no.
So how did this happen?
So basically, it all started being pretty fed up of my job. my full-time job. So I was a receptionist, actually. I was a receptionist working for a corporate building company and then residential estate. To me, I had no passion for the job at all. It was just a job. And it was Monday to Friday. It was long hours, as in 10 hours a day, not including travel time. An hour to get to work, an hour to get home. It was quite draining. And I thought to myself, do you know what? I need a new career. Okay, I'm not the best artist in the world, but I've always had a passion for beauty anyway. And then I come across microblading. And then I thought, this looks really interesting. And then I looked more into it. And then I realized, wow, you can actually have a career out of this. Like, how? So I did so much research. I found out about courses. Then what hit me was the prices of the course. I was a bit like, oh, that's a bit much. Oh my gosh, how am I going to save that money? I had bills coming out at the same time.
Did you have the money or you didn't have the money?
I didn't actually. At the time when I wanted to do the course, I didn't originally have the money. I had half, but not the whole lot. So then I thought, how am I going to get the money ASAP? Because this looks so attractive and I want to try it and give it a go. It looks amazing. So I asked my parents and I said, you know what? I'm confident that I'm going to do well in this, even though I haven't even started yet, but I'm confident that I can make a career out of this and I'll be able to pay back. And they were like, sure. And they borrowed me the money. So that's how I became to be able to afford the course. And I went ahead with it.
Now, you took the course, originally you took the online course?
This was the live course, actually.
So you did a live course?
I did.
Okay,
yeah.
So just for those of you who are watching, a live course is basically you come into one of our academies with one of our trainers. And what happens is you do an academic portion. And then the second day, you're doing an actual practical portion where you actually get to take this technique that you're learning on the first day and you're working on a live model. You actually get to take a tool in your hand.
The microblading tool. My hands was like this.
Yeah. It's a bit intense the first time you do it, right?
It's a lot to take in, but it's so worth it because you learn a lot and then it stays in over the next period of months because you're still getting online support after the 2 days course. This
is something that's very important, what you just mentioned, because you're not going to learn microblading in a day, in 2 days. You're not going to learn in 10 days.
No.
You need practice. So
a lot of practice.
So how long did you practice for on average, like per day?
On average per day, it wasn't much because of the long hours. I was in a full-time job, so it was only literally 20 minutes per day in the afternoon until I realized, no, this is not enough. I need to actually designate some time aside to practice because it was becoming really important. And I realized the more I practiced, the better I was getting. So I thought, I need to find proper time for this. So then I started doing half an hour every day instead of 20 minutes. And then I was getting even more better. And I thought, I want to get even more better at it. And I can work out what the problems are now. So I was spending like an hour a day max, practicing until I was literally doing it every day just to up my skills.
So you had a job where you're working how many hours?
10 hours on site, 10 hours per day.
10 hours? That's a long day.
And
as
then
a receptionist.
an hour to get there and an hour to get back home.
An hour?
It's 12 hours out of my day.
Oh my God. You're telling me you drove an hour in traffic?
No, public transport. Bus and train.
You weren't even driving yourself. Like you're on public transportation, an hour going through the city. Every day. Fighting just to get to this job.
Literally.
And you did not enjoy the job?
Not much. It was just
oh my God. That sounds so miserable.
It was draining. It was draining every day, Monday to Friday.
Okay. So you were not happy. You were not happy. You were really motivated to find something else.
Yeah, I needed something that would give me a drive and something that I found passion in and something that would actually give me more income as well.
Okay. So did you have are you an artist to begin with?
Not really. To be fair, I've always had the creativity side of me because when I was in college and when I was in university, I did graphic design. So I always knew that was my fun passion that I was really about, not really corporate. It wasn't really for me. But to do with drawing, I wasn't the best at drawing. So I wasn't the best artist out there. Yeah.
But when you looked at this, you thought, I could do this. Where did that confidence come from?
That confidence came from just doing research and seeing all the befores and after photos because there were so many. And then when I looked into the training and how intense it was, like everything looks broken down, I thought, if I could learn this and follow it step by step, why would I not be able to achieve it? And I just saw it as just give it a go and take the risk and try. You never know. So once I had decided, do you know what, I can do it and just had that in my mind, although I was rubbish at the beginning, before you know it, I started to improve. And the course was really helpful because of that support after the actual physical life course.
Okay. And did you ever have you never had clients before? Like you never had your own business before? You never you never, I mean, forget about taking a blade to someone's skin and actually doing, permanent makeup or tattoo type work.
Yeah.
But had you ever had your physical hands on someone providing some sort of a service that involves working with clients in that sort of intimate way?
No, I didn't. So it was everything was brand new to me.
Brand new
and a bit scary. But then after that, it was nothing. I got used to it. I got confident, and that was out the window.
And how long did it take you to start getting comfortable with what you were doing?
It took me probably a few months to get confident. It took me a while to get confident. But once I was there, I just forgot about my nerves straight away.
Yeah. What are the feelings like in the beginning when you're not feeling confident, when you're just, you're trying to work this thing out and trying to get there, but you're not exactly there yet? What does it feel like emotionally?
It feels quite like sad, and sometimes I like knock myself down and like feel like I'm not getting anywhere because my stroke patterns are not the best. So it kind of, I've knocked my own confidence out the window, when really I should have just been saying, come on, you're getting better, Kerry, just keep practicing and then you're going to see you improve. And once I realized that was the case, I just was more on a positive energy throughout the whole practicing process and learning process. And I was patient with waiting for clients to come. I knew it would happen over a period of time. The better I get, the more clients I'm going to attract. So once that was embedded in my mind and my mindset changed and I believed in myself, everything just started to flow and get better.
Yeah, I can imagine. That must have been a big switch for you.
It was a big transition.
Yeah. Anything that you're going to do, if you're going to, try to do something new, you have to go through this period where
it's a process. Yeah.
Yeah. Where you feel like a fish out of water in the beginning.
Yeah.
That, in anything that you're going to do, it doesn't matter if it's microblading or any career.
Yeah.
But certainly this microblading career, like aside from the financial rewards, can you describe what the experience is like today? Because we're going to get into like how you actually did it. Because I'm sure a lot of people who are watching, they're like, how did she do this? How did she go from a receptionist with no experience, no clients, never doing something like this before, to now having a business with 27 to 30 procedures a month? How did you do that? We'll get into that. Don't worry. We'll not forget to ask those questions. But what I'd like to know is what, aside from the financial rewards, what is like are you fulfilled with the work that you do today? Or is it still just a job that you don't like and you're just doing it for the money? Like, describe that part of it.
That is the most important part for me. Besides the money, it's the actual satisfaction that I have every single time I do a client. For me to like bring a smile on someone else's face, it actually makes me feel good, not just all the way at the end of the day, at that moment with the client, to know that I've done a good job, they're happy with it, I put a smile on someone else's face and they can leave with it, and it's like on their face. It's like a big thing. So the feeling of this new career that I've created is just like so satisfying, and this is nothing to do with the money. This is just a feel good factor. So every time I've like finished the job and get great pictures out and they love it, I get compliments, and it just makes me feel really good. So it's more than just a job. I just don't even see it as a job no more. I just feel like I wake up every day doing something that I enjoy, doing something I love doing, and making other people happy. So when I see my clients happy, smiles on their face, it just boosts my happiness and makes me feel even more happy. So that is the most important thing which I was striving for career-wise. It was just to have a passion for what I do.
Can you share with us like maybe a story or two of a client who had some sort of a profound experience with you, whether it was emotionally moving for you?
It was going back, I think it was last year, I had my first client who had alopecia, and it was like, oh my gosh, I really felt sorry for her, and I could imagine what she was going through because she had literally had no eyebrows at all. It was like very smooth, and to me it was a shock because I was like, okay, how long
no hair at all?
No hair. There's no shape to work with.
Yeah, and so you had never done someone that had no hair at all.
No, I've never.
So you had to literally create their eyebrow from scratch.
From scratch, yeah.
Okay, so that was a little intimidating even to you.
Yeah, it was like challenge. But once I just put that challenge out of the way and just continue doing the normal process, as in mapping out where the points are, drawing the brows, showing her she loved the shape, I just continued doing the normal technique, and then it came out amazing, and instantly it was life-changing visually to her appearance, and she was so over the moon, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, that came out great considering she's got no hair. She started to pour her eyes out with tears, happy tears, obviously. And that was quite touching to me, like doing somebody that literally had no hair to giving them full eyebrows. That was the most biggest transition I've ever done myself and seen. So that was a happy moment.
Wow. That's really cool.
It was,
What a cool thing to be able to have a career where you can make good money.
Yep.
Where you can have the the independence, because it's your own business.
It is.
So you decide what time you show up for work. You decide whether you're going to work, more, work less.
Yeah, I like that. It's very flexible.
Yeah. When you say flexible, how do you use that flexibility yourself in your own life?
So basically,
do you work like a regular schedule, or is it you move it around? How does it work? I
move it around. So I wanted to break out of the whole 9 to 5 routine. So I never do clients at 9 a.m. unless I choose to, or the client asks me to. She needs an early appointment, then I'll start at 9. But I start at 10 a.m. to avoid the 9, and I literally sometimes.
Oh, so you don't have to get stuck in rush hour?
No, exactly.
How long is your commute now?
So my commute now is half the time. It takes about 25 minutes to get to the salon that I'm at.
Because you're not fighting rush hour traffic.
No, I'm not fighting rush hour traffic.
That's clever.
I'm coming in later and get more beauty sleep.
Yeah.
So so I start at 10 now, and then sometimes I'll have like a huge break during the day because some clients are working, and then I'll even do late evening appointments. So I might start late at 4 p.m. and go on to about 6:30 or even 7 p.m. And that's in my control. And I can even work weekends if I want to, rack in more clients. But then I have the flexibility to not work weekends, to spend time with family and friends, because I don't always believe it's about working to the ground until you're tired, because then you're not at your best. So I just like to do as much clients during the week as I can, but spread them out and pick the times that I want. Obviously, I negotiate what's best for the client first, but it's much more flexible in that way, where I can choose what days I want off, what days I want to work, what time I want to start, what time I want to finish. So it's super flexible, super flexible.
Did you ever imagine that you'd be in a position like this?
No, to be honest, about 3 years ago, I could never imagine it. Never. So it's like life-changing.
Wow.
Life-changing.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So I'm sure a lot of people want to know how you did this. So yes. I have to ask some of these questions.
That's fine.
So let's start from, because a lot of people who watch this, these webinars that we do, they're at the stage where they're maybe you're watching this, you're thinking you'd like to do something like this. Yeah. And you're maybe intimidated, like, well, how do you even get started if, like in Kerry's case, she didn't have any clients? She literally started, you started from zero. Nobody
knew about me, and nobody even knew I was.
So summarize real quick. You took the course, you went to a live course.
Yes.
What did you do next? Summarize like the first 2 to 3 months.
So the first 2 to 3 months, it was quite quiet client-wise, obviously, because I'm just a beginner at the beginning stages. So I thought, right, I need to, as well as I'm practice on the practice mats, I needed to actually practice on models. So I thought, let me just put it out there that, look, I'm new to this microblading career. Yeah. Here's my work. And I just started to do people for like near to nothing, literally half price.
And what was half price back then?
Half price was £150. And that was for their first treatment and top up, because I didn't really want to charge the top rate when I wasn't very confident in my skills.
And where would you do this?
So I would advertise on Instagram, and I would advertise on Groupon, and then I was getting some clients coming through, and even on Facebook, actually.
You would advertise, like paid advertising?
No, this was just normal advertising at the beginning. So
free?
Yeah.
Just free okay, so...
Yeah, literally.
I define, when I say the word advertising, I think in terms of something that's paid. And when I think of free, I think marketing.
Right.
So, excuse me, so you were putting out posts, making sure the world knows what you're doing.
Yeah.
But you weren't actually boosting the post. You weren't putting money behind the post.
Not yet.
Okay. Just, I want to make sure that that's clear to everybody, because they may be thinking, they hear advertising, they may be thinking you were paying for advertising, but you weren't.
No.
Okay. All right. So go ahead.
Yeah. So once I started doing that, I did get a few models that were interested. So they'll email me or call me. And
people you knew or people you didn't know?
These are people that I didn't know. People that I didn't know. So I was quite nervous, but I took them in and I practiced on them. And to somewhat, they were quite happy with what they got.
And they knew that you were relatively new.
They did. I let them know. So I showed them my certificate. I showed them when I was qualified and who I qualified with, and they knew all of that. And that just gave them the confidence to let me do them.
That's what I was going to ask you about, because somebody might be watching this and they're thinking, okay, you got a couple clients, but how would you get clients at that early stage if you don't feel like you have before and after pictures, you don't have a nice portfolio, you don't have much to work with? Yeah. What did you rely on to establish your credibility and to give your potential clients at that time, when you were really new, the confidence that they could trust you to do this? So
basically, it was just my qualification. Once I spreaded the word and showed them my certificate, and once they came to the salon and was able to see my certificates on the wall, they kind of knew about who I've trained with, and with that they were confident already. So I wasn't too scared about, I haven't got a ton of pictures to show you, because they were already confident with who's actually trained me. So that wasn't really too much of a problem.
So you emphasized your education for your credibility. So before you didn't even have before and after pictures at that point.
No, I didn't.
You didn't really have anything.
No.
So what you relied upon is you told them that how educated you were and the quality of the education you received. That's what they should put their confidence in, basically.
And I went through the whole process of how it took me to get qualified, because it isn't quite easy. You have to put in a lot of work.
That's right.
And there's stages and levels. So once I explained that, they were like, wow, that's quite thorough and hard work. So they understood.
So let me just take a quick second. For those of you who are watching this, you're thinking this might be something you want to do, just so you understand what Kerry's referring to. When you take the course, you've got multiple levels as you learn the building blocks of the microblading procedure or the treatment, And so you first learn how to literally hold the tool. That's, that's part of what you need to learn, and it's in part of the level. Once you learn how to do the beginning strokes, the strokes in the head of the brow, once you learn this and you demonstrate that you've mastered this, you're communicating back and forth with your trainer through this app that we have. And then once you're authorized to move on to the next level, now you start working on the next part of the brow. And it proceeds like this until these are the building blocks of how to do the procedure. You don't learn the whole thing at once. You learn it in sections, this, and then finally at the end, it culminates in your challenge at the very end is to actually take everything that you've learned and work on a live model and then share the photos, the before and after photos of your experience working on a live model to your trainer. And then your trainer either authorizes you to, that you've graduated the course, or to, you need to work on this, you need to work on that. Some people do it in their first. Did you do it in your first model?
No, I didn't actually. It was on my second model. Okay.
So some people take 1, 2, some people take 5 models.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't matter how fast you get there. We have some people who are just like ridiculous. I don't want to tell you how fast they went because it'll be intimidating for some people, but some people go through it fast and some people take a long time. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It matters that you arrive. It matters that you reach the standard. And that's why we have a standard, and that is established as you go through the various levels of the course.
Correct.
Because you can't pass through all these levels until you demonstrate to your trainer that you've mastered the lesson at that particular level.
Yeah.
And so you put all the mastery of each of those lessons together, and by the time you get to the end, you're ready to work on somebody.
Yeah.
Like Kerry was emphasizing the value of her education and how rigorous the training was. You're pretty thoroughly prepared at that point.
You are by then.
Now, of course, it's going to be intimidating, and it's pretty intense when you make that leap from the practice latex to working on a real person.
Model,
but you have to put faith in yourself that you've been prepared. Yeah. And you have to trust the curriculum, trust that your trainer has given you the authorization to go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
So if you put trust in the system, that's how you get to the next level. But anyway, I interrupted. I'm sorry. So Kerry, please tell us. So you started working on some models.
Yes.
You started getting some customers.
Yes.
What did you do then?
So then after then, I realized that my skills were getting better after a few months and after doing models, and I was asking feedback from my clients. So then I slowly upped the price. Not to the full price, but just upped it so that it was nearly the full price. And then I thought, do you know what? I need to spread the word even more. So then I was telling friends to tell people. So word of mouth was spreading.
You became more confident about really sharing it. You kind of did it not necessarily on the down low, but not like full.
Yeah, I didn't go full in at the beginning, but afterwards I thought, you know what? I need to go full in now because people need to know about me and I need to do more clients.
Yeah.
So word of mouth started spreading. I got myself on other platforms such as Groupon and Facebook. I was literally going on every single place that I could advertise, and especially Instagram. I didn't have an Instagram back then, but I thought I need to advertise on Instagram now. And I need
Is Instagram as popular in England as it is here?
Oh, yeah,
States?
very.
And do you get a lot of customers today from Instagram?
Yeah, still.
Okay. So I just want to bring this up for everybody.
Message.
Oh, so people DM you looking for, let's just bring this up so people can see. We'll sort of click through this while we're talking. But so you post a lot now on social media. You have a great portfolio of work that you demonstrate.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? What is this?
Practicing.
What's the timer?
I was just trying to see how fast I could practice, because at the beginning I was really, really super slow. I was like taking my whole time to do one whole eyebrow, and I thought, do you know what? I need to speed up. So let me do my own challenge and
very
time
clever.
myself.
And you know what's amazing? For those of you thinking about doing this, like just a post like this is powerful marketing content.
Yeah.
Really powerful. People, sort of get they're interested in if they're interested in getting the procedure, they're interested in not just looking at before and after pictures, but they want to get to know you. They want to they want to see you practicing. They want to see you doing the procedure. Look at this work. This is just amazing. Really awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. That's hard to work with because this person didn't have anything.
Barely anything.
Nothing.
Barely anything.
Was this an alopecia client or this was
just
someone just really
extremely hairless. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Really, really good. You've gotten so good at this. So this, for those of you you're watching, you don't know what this is. Like, is this what the person ends up with? No.
Definitely not.
No. It's extra if you want the dots. Would you like the upgrade to the dots? It's an extra 50 pounds.
Literally. It's all wipeable. This all wipes off. This is just the pencil drawing, mapping out, and then a medical pen, which is just showing the dots.
Right. So she frames up the whole shape of the brow so that she knows where to put the actual microbladed strokes. Look at this. Wow. It looks so natural.
Yeah.
But look what she started out with. And it's so subtle. It's so subtle that you almost don't even notice it, but what a difference it makes.
Yeah.
These pictures are so cool when you have somebody who's like really pretty eyes.
Yeah. I know.
It just pops. It pops,
It does.
So neat.
Yeah.
And you actually is that is this a video?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's a video of you actually working.
Yeah.
Oh, this is you from this weekend.
Yeah,
Oh.
It was actually.
So here you were teaching.
Yeah, helping out teaching and mapping out the eyebrows there.
What were you showing her here?
Just how to secure the line because the shape is everything. You've got to have a good shape before you even start microblading. So that's what was going over there.
Yeah. You like teaching?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's really fun.
What do you like about it?
I just like sharing the knowledge, and because I've been in the students' shoes, I feel like I can relate like 10 times and motivate quite really well. And it's nice to just like share and see your actual student do really well and like pick it up. It's
fulfilling, right?
It's fulfilling. It's the same as doing eyebrows. It's so fulfilling.
It's like you made a contribution to somebody.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. This one here, by the way, this one.
Yeah.
What a difference. Oh my God.
From bushy to...
Because she actually has great eyebrow hair to work with.
She does.
Right?
She does.
It's a bit messy and it needs to be groomed, I guess you could say, and control. But you did a beautiful job. And you can't even, like, these are microbladed strokes down here. Somebody who doesn't know what microblading is you can barely see the microbladed strokes through here. Some people can't tell the
difference.
Yeah, because it looks just so perfect.
Yeah.
Really nice. You do such good work.
Thank you.
So life has really changed quite a bit, huh?
Yes, in a good way.
So how long you been doing it now?
So now this is just coming up to 3 years.
3 years. Wow. Yeah. And so now what do you really kind of do at this point to get business? How does it work? What's your week or your day filled with? What do you do?
So basically most of my week is doing microblading. I work about 5 days a week now, which is normally on Mondays, Tuesdays. I normally have midweek off completely just to, relax and go to the gym, keep my health up, visit family and friends. And then the rest of the week, again, is just microblading. So I would either do like Thursday, Friday or Fridays and Saturdays. But like I said, I'll always have some time off during the day to myself, which is like either midday or really early in the morning. Sometimes I'm an active person, so I'm always in the gym. If not, then I'm still continuously practicing because I realize no matter what, practicing is a must to keep up. You should never drop practicing. Practice makes perfect, as they say. So that's my day-to-day routine, really. Yeah.
Wow, what an amazing transformation from work as a receptionist, working for somebody else, slaving away, basically,
a lot of hours,
fighting terrible traffic on public transportation, that doesn't sound like fun at all.
I'm never exhausted anymore. I'm always energetic. It's lovely to meet new people as well. And some of my clients, they even want to keep in contact with me and gifts and all of this stuff. But it's life-changing. You get to meet so much lovely people and do fantastic work.
This girl is the opposite of exhausted. Let me tell you.
I'm not exhausted.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations. I'm super excited for you. Thank you for coming and helping with us this weekend. Thank you for doing the webinar. And
thank you.
For those of you who are, again, if you're excited about what's going on here, you want to take some action, you'll find a link somewhere in the caption to this video where you can find us. You can get in touch with our team. We'll have very friendly conversation with you. No pressure. We'll figure out if a career in microblading is for you. We'll fill you in on all the options, how it works, the online course, the advanced course, the basic course, all this different stuff that we do. If you want to follow Kerry, it's Kerry B as in boy, exactly. Beauty. So Kerry B Beauty on Instagram. Okay, that's where you can find Kerry, and we'll leave the links for if they want to find you and catch up with you somewhere around this video. So Kerry, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome. You're the best. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you guys.
See you soon.